Mass Effect Legendary Edition. I enjoyed this game immensely. And before we get into this, if you were expecting my direct review of Mass Effect 3 from Mass Effect Legendary Edition, I chose to forego that because I'm going to tell you to in less than 30 seconds here. It was Mass Effect 3. Nothing changed. Only that it looked beautiful. That's it. Same old game. No controversy. No extra necessary commentary required. So let's get to this. Mass Effect Legendary Edition. For all the controversy over Buttgate, for all the controversy over, I'm sure they bent the knee. This game is a fantastic game. The only things this game suffers from are the old, whatever problems you had with the original trilogy, with a few, I guess, modern day problems added in that are superficial, extremely superficial. Therefore, there is no reason not to buy this game. And I'll get into that. Let's get started.
That's why I love hanging out with you guys. Why shoot something once when you can shoot it 46 more times?
To properly assess the quality of Mass Effect Legendary Edition, I'm going to look at 4 categories. Unlike my previous 2 reviews of Mass Effect 1 and Mass Effect 2 in this collection, I am going to quickly refer to the story. Other than that, we're going to talk about the gameplay, the presentation of the game as a whole, and what I now term the lack of controversy concerning censorship. Let us begin with the story. The story is the story of the Mass Effect trilogy. Commander Shepard's dogged, relentless attempt to stop the Reapers from destroying all organic life in the galaxy. It's the same story. No changes, no additions, nothing to take away from the epic enjoyment one has when playing this. This is the same game I've been playing for many years now. The highs and the lows, the decisions I am forced to make that sometimes I regret, choosing to be a paragon or a renegade, loving, hating, and the camaraderie you feel from your companions, your squad, the crew of the Normandy SR-1 and the Normandy SR-2. Therefore, the story is still Mass Effect. If you love it, you love it. If you hate it, you hate it. So there's nothing new to report on that here.
Direct your attention this way.
Okay. Everyone say Normandy.
Normandy!
The gameplay. The gameplay of Mass Effect Legendary Edition comes in the form of massive quality of life improvement. Unlike the previous games where the controls change from game to game, first off, the controls are the same all the way through, so you do not have to worry about muscle memory problems. It's nice and smooth. I played it on the PS4, so in your hand, the PS4 controller feels great. It doesn't feel like the tiny PS3 controller you might have had problems with and felt annoyed with in the past. But, as I said, the gameplay is great. The quality of life improvements include mostly upgrades to Mass Effect 1, and we're talking about targeting, weapon usage. I am a sniper rifle user, therefore using the sniper rifle in ME1 in the original version was a chore. In Mass Effect 1 and Mass Effect Legendary Edition, it is a dream to use. Mass Effect 2 plays like Mass Effect 2. Mass Effect 3 plays like Mass Effect 3. The only other major quality of life improvement from Mass Effect 1 comes in the form of the Mako. While the Mako was still a chore to drive around on planets sometimes, it's not as bad as it used to be. Therefore, I don't dump as much hate as I once did. Otherwise, everything else is simply the same. It's the same game. Only it looks better, and in my opinion, loads better, plays better.
So, how were those noodles?
A little spicy.
I love you, Grunt.
The presentation of Mass Effect Legendary Edition is one of the reasons we all bought this remastered edition. The game looks incredible. It is beautiful. No longer are you looking at the very dated graphics that were on Mass Effect 1. And granted, it didn't look terrible, but when you go back and you play it and you play ME2 and ME3, it's tough. It was always tough for me to play ME1, but now the game looks beautiful and it plays beautiful. The voice acting, the effects, everything, it's all gotten nice, clean upgrades. And you just enjoy it. It's a pleasure to play it. You're not struggling. As I also said, the load times are drastically shorter. Mass Effect 2 was famous, especially on the PS3, for its long load screens. That's gone. That is gone. Everything is here for you to enjoy, from the same old great characters to the DLC. The DLC is all here, minus Pinnacle, but then again, I never played Pinnacle myself, therefore it's not really missing for me. But all the DLC is there to play in whatever order you see fit in your playthrough. So the presentation of this game is first class, A+. No, I'm sorry, A. It loses its plus for the silly sunburst lens flare effect you get from lighting sometimes. There was no need to do that. That is my one downgrade of this entire thing. That's why overall it will always lose half a point on every single game. And now we're going to talk about the controversy that never was. Right before the game came out, there was the big hoo-ha braha about how they moved the camera in a dialogue wheel moment concerning Miranda Lawson. They didn't want it to focus on her butt, and they claimed it was to avoid the male gaze, blah, 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 yakety-smackety. In the end, that was it, folks. That was your big censorship moment. People were dying on the hill of anti-censorship over a moved camera angle that I believe, unless they had not told us about it, nobody, save the people doing a frame-by-frame comparison, would have realized it had been changed. And in my opinion, they made this change to get the SJW Woke Brigade off their backs so they could finish making the rest of the game as it needed to be made. Therefore, I am flat out stating there is no controversy. There was no controversy. A single moved camera that you would blip by in half a second as you choose your dialogue option, that's not really hardcore censorship. It's dumb and it's stupid, but it doesn't change the game. It doesn't take anything away, especially for the fact that later on, when you make sweet, sweet love to Miranda in your love scene right before the end of the game, it's unchanged from the original version, where she rips her open her top and you got the black lacy bra on her very fond bosom.
I still really hate you, but you have fantastic tits.
All right, I can live with that.
Not to mention, we go back and we look at Mass Effect 1, and oh look, here you go. Sex scene with Ashley Williams. I have censored it myself so YouTube doesn't go boo. But there you go. No censorship there. I didn't see any censorship in Mass Effect 3 either, although I have nothing to show for it, because your love scenes with Miranda, who I carried over my romance with in my playthrough, she doesn't show any skin in the original ME3 cut. I know that for a fact, because I've done it myself, Ashley Williams does have bra and panty scenes in ME3, but I didn't romance Ashley this time, so I don't have the footage for you. But others have already documented that that footage is intact and included. Therefore, I say again, there is no controversy. This game was not really censored. It is Mass Effect in all its wondrous, booty-shaking, busty glory.
Honestly, I thought it might help if you two just kissed and got it over with.
What?
I mean, this is all just sexual tension, right? Two powerful biotics, forceful personalities, confident in their sexuality.
You are shitting me.
Oh my god.
I'm ready to record. I'm pretty sure there's a market for this.
Kasumi, I will find you and I will hurt you badly.
So there you have it. That is my overall assessment of Mass Effect Legendary Edition. This game is great. If you have not bought it because you are perfectly happy with your original copies on whatever platform you play them on, fine. That is your choice if you don't want to spend the money for a game you already have. But if you're like me and you pined for the upgraded graphics, you wanted the smooth gameplay, You wanted it all on one disc on a new generation console. Then go get this game. There is no reason to die on the hill of anti-censorship when there was none. Because if that's the only reason you're not buying this game because they moved the camera angle an inch or two, well, I'm sorry, but I think you're hurting yourself more than you're hurting BioWare by not buying their game. Because frankly, BioWare should be rewarded for this quality game they have put out. Now, does that mean Mass Effect 4, the next real Mass Effect game, we're not going to talk about Andromeda? I know that's an issue with a lot of people. Does that mean that the new Mass Effect game they are working on is going to be good? I do not know. But they have earned my trust enough to give it a chance with this release. Therefore, I say again, buy this game. You will not be disappointed. It is worth whatever you end up paying for it. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you found it informative and enjoyable, a like would be appreciated. Share the video around, spread my gospel, hit that notification button. I try to get out 1 to 2 videos a day. Comment away. Comments are great, even if you disagree with me. You can disagree with me all day long on what I have said in this video, and that's your right. But if you are an obnoxious tool, if you are an SJW, and you have found this video, I don't care what you think. You're a coward behind a keyboard. You only gain power when I pay attention to you, and therefore, I'm not going to pay attention to you. So thank you again for watching. Take it easy. Thanks for watching, everybody. I still don't do Facebook, I still don't do Twitter, but there are ways to interact with me outside of YouTube. You can email me at therennerd@gmail.com. It's purely for this channel, so there's no chance I will miss any communication from you. You can also find me active at the Geeks and Gamers forums under the handle Roas. And I am on Parler now. Follow me at therennerd on Parler. Thanks again for watching. See you next time.